What's good, family? Welcome back to another video. Now, you see the title of the video. I'm making this video right here to first off say that I forgive Jaguar Wright. Y'all know we've had our differences. She's made a video taking some shots at me, literally name calling. It is what it is. I forgive her. I forgave her in that moment, but I never really formally forgave her because I did say I forgave her in that video, but I followed up with my own shots. You feel what I'm saying? I said some things in that video. If you haven't seen it, you can go watch it. The card will be like linked somewhere over here that you're able to go watch it and you see what she called me. You will see what I said about her. We're gonna tap into another Jaguar Wright video. We haven't watched one of her videos in quite some time. She's gonna be unveiling the Roc Nation illegal activities on what's going on. There's a lot going on with Roc Nation right now, because I heard that Tory Lanez just got declined like another opening to his case, which is very tough because there is a lot of deeper, darker, sinister things that happen with the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation, and I believe that a lot of us are coming to realize that. But what are the powers that be behind that entire situation? Who's getting paid off? Who's not allowing for another hearing because they found out more evidence? They have more evidence to bring to the case, but they don't want to reopen it, which is wild to think about. We have that situation. We have Kanye lawsuits, Diddy lawsuits. We have a whole lot of things that are going to be going on in this video right here. So we're going to listen to what Jaguar Wright has to say about it. She's unveiling the Roc Nation illegal activities with Jay-Z, Kanye, and the whole nine. Let's tap in and see what's going on.
You know, my Jag, speaking of the little fires, we have to touch on all these other lawsuits that start coming out on. And I want to start with first Kanye's lawsuit. Where
Yeah, Kanye got a suit, Faith got a suit, CJ got a suit. Matter of fact, it seems like everybody that didn't testify for Diddy is getting a suit these days.
yeah, Kanye was actually there to go support Diddy. And then of course
Really? Why didn't he do it on the stand? Because they
mm,
said he walked into the overflow room to see if his name was going to come up on the docket, and the second he found out he was clear, he rolled out.
he rolled he left. He
Sound like
left quickly.
he was more interested in saving his own neck than saving Diddy's.
Yeah.
Respectfully,
He needs to be saving some money, is what he needs to be doing. You know, as much of a supporter for Ye's outrage
this is the
against
thing
the
though. Like,
industry as a whole.
if you're not like Diddy's immediate family, who's about to go on that stand and testify for him? You know what I'm saying? Like defending Diddy. That's a really tough position to be in. That's a bad position to put yourself in.
As much as he's played too many games, and they're gonna fix him. I see it coming. They're gonna fix him. He might still have that aha moment that I think he gonna have before it's all said and done, but I think he good and fixed up. You know, he was 400, 4 billion and then down to 400 million, and he goes back up to 2 billion, down to 400 million. It's like the yo-yo effect with his net worth. It's starting to feel a little contrived. How are you banned from all of these countries? How are all of your businesses being drained? Nobody wants to have anything to do with you, and you keep bouncing back to billionaire status. How? Oh, that ain't making no sense. Not even the Jigga Man can pull that magic trick off. So who's pulling it? Who's bankrolling you? Somebody's bankrolling you. The rest of them's being bankrolled. So why don't we find out who's bankrolling Kanye? I want to know.
Like someone could be bankrolling him, or the internet could just be capped. You know what I'm saying? Article. Yo, I'm about to make my own website and article saying that my net worth is 500 million right now. You know what I'm saying? You can have any website saying anything. We don't know how much money Kanye really has. We just know the businesses that he's had that he's made public, which was Yeezy. He definitely made a good amount of money off of that. But like as of right now, no one knows. No one really knows how much he has. Even if you go on the internet, look up my net worth, look up anyone's net worth, you don't really know.
when you see like a Kanye, a Diddy, and let's say Diddy does, he's home, and then whatever time he's home in, should these celebrities just own their this freakiness?
Um, my thing is who wants to hear about it? Like for real, they all nasty and they all trifling. Like, are we not seeing the culture of what's going on? People like the Adam 25 guy
Adam 22.
and and Whack 100 swapping
Yeah,
wives.
that's weird. That's disgusting.
It's really starting to sound like the only reason these guys marry these women is so that they can, like, lightweight become they pimp. That's what it sounds like. Like it really just sounds like all of this stuff is a sham. All of this stuff is weird. But isn't this what I've been saying? I could have sworn to God, I done already said these niggas is wild and they're weird. They got all kinds of strange little proclivities, and they're taking these nasty little messages and embedding them into music for mass society to just, get desensitized to it, get desensitized to it, get desensitized to it. The truth is, after everything that everyone heard in that trial and everything that I've been saying for the past 5 years, all of America should be looking at hip hop with their finger down their throat saying, where do we vomit? Because this ain't got nothing to do with love. And it really doesn't even have anything to do with intimate, even like calling this stuff freaky is disrespectful to freaky people. Like even Rick James wouldn't be down with this. Not even Rick James.
Yeah, not super freak.
He would find this repulsive, I'm telling you.
That's wild. That's wild. But when you heard,
Man, Gunna dropped his new album. I realized the thing with Gunna, I don't know if you listen to it or not. Most people don't. I feel like if you're over the age of 45, don't listen to it. Because my dad barely listens to Gunna. You know what I'm saying? But his beats, you know what I'm saying? The production behind it, that's the part. It just clicks. You know, that's what it is. And then he has like a melodic flow. Obviously, none of rap is really even talking about, like she said, intimate. No, there is no love in rap, to be honest with you. There are certain songs that can be considered love, but a lot of it is just mainly lust. You feel what I'm saying? But like overall, it's really the beats. It's the culture. No one's really thinking about the behavior of the diddler or these rappers when they listen to the music.
when you heard, because again, this is the hip hop culture, and we know what it
No, this
was.
isn't hip hop culture.
I mean, I think the doors is opening to what was going on the inside.
Listen to me, I'm gonna tell you this right now. That's the biggest lie that the media ever told, was that all of this debauchery and all of this deviant behavior ever had anything to do with hip hop culture.
Mm.
It never did.
They put these guys in power.
This was not what hip hop was. This is not what hip hop was meant to be. Hip hop was a uniting factor. It brought people together. It uplifted the race. We found pride in ourselves. We were able to create industry and bank exchange, the 9 elements of hip hop. When I said hip hop was the promised land and we let these weirdos run off with it, they put these weirdos in power to destroy hip hop. This was not what was intended.
It's the money.
Body dysmorphia and women running around with dead fat cells in their behind because they need to look like circus animals. Like,
It, when you hear that allegedly Fat Joe try to do a BBL or butt enhancements to a 15-year-old, like when you
I
hear that,
believe it.
damn.
I seen how he played. I remember what he was like when he was younger, when he was pissed off that even when Pun could barely breathe, he could out rap him. Now he's going to boxing matches. And the only thing he did the same thing that boxers fight that Beyonce did to the Texans Christmas game last year. Everybody was so excited about her doing the Christmas halftime. And guess what? Everybody the Texans lost. And then you got Joe going down and walking this boy down so he can get knocked out. Like, I don't know. It seems like everybody attached to Roc Nation is just bringing bad luck everywhere. I also find it funny that when I went to go look up what's going on with that RICO case, ever since Tyrone Blackburn got arrested, there's no news of anything. There hasn't been a credible report on that case since the 25th of June. Not even whether or not Tyrone Blackburn is out of jail for being arrested, for backing up into their process server. I really want to see what their process server looked like because I got a feeling he probably looked more like a bruiser than a process server. I mean, if you got to back your way up out of trouble, Suge Knight style, yeah. I doubted that he looked like Colin Kaepernick at one time. He was leading the charge on that. And then all of a sudden...
Let's tap into this video right here where she actually went to the Diddy trial. She's going to talk about the Diddy trial, the freak-offs, the testimony, and even Tory Lanez getting stabbed.
It's very surreal. How was I know you say that there are other YouTubers out there. It seems like it's a little chaotic outside the courthouse. How was it being there firsthand with the...
Not as chaotic as people would think, or as people are leading people to believe. When I pulled up, I didn't see no tents. I ain't seen no people selling tickets to sit outside in a tent. I ain't see none of that. I was there before everyone got there. I was on those court steps filming at 6 a.m. in the morning. And I was there when everybody got there. I was there before the press corps got there. It's not what people are saying. Oddly enough, the lead on my security detail also said to me it was a lot easier than he thought it was going to be. He thought it was going to be a lot worse. He only had to, push off about 2-3 people off of me. He had to take one guy, spin him around, interrupting me while I was having to sit down with the BBC. Very funny. After I, actually that happened right after I declined to give a statement to TMZ twice. I thought that was interesting. They was on me. From the second they saw me.
Why not speak to TMZ?
Why would I?
Thank you. You're right.
Why would I speak to people who allow lying platforms on YouTube, which copies over to Google, to tell lies about me and Tony Busby and print it as if it were real, when it came from a duplicitous YouTuber who should be in a mental hospital or in jail? Why would I want to speak to them? When I called them and told them that they needed to retract it, they hung up on me and tried to pretend like they didn't know that they had just called me. If they really wanted to talk to me, why didn't they talk to me then? Or when they decided to run with the story about the lawsuit, the Ashley Parham lawsuit. I find it funny. TMZ tried to pretend like I didn't exist for 4.5 years. And now they know me? Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. I just wish they had that man over there on a dummy mission to steal an interview while I was interviewing with someone else and to disrupt a credible interview that I was doing with the BBC. So much so to the point, and we'll say allegedly, but I do believe I saw him with someone from the TMZ crew earlier that day when everyone pulled up, when I was there before everyone else. You wouldn't leave me alone. Every time I told TMZ no, he kept coming. So much so to the point where my security guard, 6'7" tall, and no joke, had to literally spin him and grab him. It's funny how people do that. Create public nuisance. That's all TMZ is. Public nuisance. As far as I'm concerned, they're only interested in publishing lies and protecting Diddy and Jay-Z. That's how it looks to me at this point.
Sheesh.
And I have no need to talk to them. Why? So they can try to
out here protecting Diddy and Jay-Z? You think they're getting paid?
Tokyo Tony me? I'm good. I don't need no remixes.
There you go.
I came with my own microphone.
Okay, all right. So, Jag, this is about to get very interesting because we have 4 days of testimony. I want to kind of just start off with the male escort that came in. Of course, the prosecution has a bunch of witnesses. They expect this case to last 8 weeks. They started off with a male escort who, of course, spoke on the situation that happened. Can I get your take on the male escort's testimony as far as him saying who would call him for these freakouts, how he met Cassie and Diddy, and Diddy being at first he would be covered in bandanas and shades, and then after a while he's they're on Cassie together. Can you speak on that testimony that he gave?
I've already spoken on it. That's the thing. Anything that's about to be said in that courtroom, I've already spoke about at length here on this couch.
Front door lock unlocked.
Are they saying anything different than I've already said that they be doing?
All right, fam. This video right here is 2 hours long. We're not about to watch the whole thing. Comment down below any thoughts that you've had throughout the entire video, from the intro of the video to anything that Jaguar said. I do enjoy reading your comments. Smash the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Let's get to that 1.5 million. I need to start saying that in the beginning of the video, so we all know we have a goal of 1.5 million subscribers. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Love.